Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Is Steffy choking on ZENDE 007's horrible news? On the CBS soap opera Bold and the Beautiful, ZENDE Forrester wants to show his allegiance to his family and step down, but Steffy Forrester and the family purposefully place him inside Forrester Creations. Steffy, Ridge Forrester, and Eric Forrester prepare ZENDE to expose all of Carter Walton's failings now that he has assumed control of the family firm. However, B&B suggests that ZENDE's discoveries will soon leave Steffy and her fired crew in shock. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester depends on failure. Ridge Forrester of Bold and the Beautiful is convinced that Carter Walton will not succeed in leading FC. However, Steffy Forrester moves a bit more cautiously than her father does, in contrast to Ridge. Spoilers for Steffy Forrester and Ridge Forrester in Bold and the Beautiful. Still, with ZENDE Forrester now functioning as their spy, the Forresters look a bit more self-assured. This is due to the fact that Steffy, Ridge, and Eric Forrester appear to have a general idea of the catastrophe that will develop without them present. ZENDE probably makes a concerted effort to shake off the treatment he receives from Carter, Hope, and even Brooke while they risk catastrophe. As a co-CEO, he may discover that he prefers it to what he previously received from Steffy. ZENDE Forrester wronged, B&B spoilers. RJ Forrester took over and made ZENDE FC's backup star not too long ago on Bold and the Beautiful. This made ZENDE resentful till he eventually lost it and spoke out. However, ZENDE's path was not altered by Eric Forrester for a moment, and the designer had to accept the fact that the Golden Kid had returned. ZENDE Forrester was like a ship without a port when Steffy tore hope for the future from the table. ZENDE Forrester is a bold and beautiful person. He was eager to use his skills, but all he saw on Bold and the Beautiful were promises. Steffy made most of those assurances that he would shine once more. However, this Forrester cousin is fully aware of how little loyalty is valued by the Forresters. However, B&B gives him a signal that, with Carter leading, he will soon notice a change. Steffy can come out as difficult to work for under her new employer. Then, Brooke Logan soon takes the CEO role. It appears that under this new management, ZENDE might hear a different melody. And it's certainly a tune he would want to sing along with. Spoilers for Bold and the Beautiful, does ZENDE's remark make Steffy cry? As they watch Carter's reign unfold this week on Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester appears to be at ease, much like her father and grandfather. Additionally, you can sure that they eagerly await ZENDE Forrester's daily updates on the mayhem. But what if, with the Forresters no longer in control, the expected pandemonium doesn't materialize? This week on Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge had a lot of confidence. He thinks that as long as Carter Walton remains in charge, the rest of the fashion industry will ignore FC. However, he never imagined that Brooke Logan, the fashion industry's favorite, would accept to lead FC with Carter. With Brooke on board, the dressmaking community will probably embrace the business soon. Steffy hears the happy employee report? Carter has already shown that this recently invaded workplace operates at a comfortable temperature this week on Bold and the Beautiful. Note how he expressed gratitude to Brooke and her sister, Katie Logan, for taking the initiative to terminate a worker. They resolved an issue they found with Electra Forrester. However, the Logan sisters were never questioned about the issue by the new leader of the company. He never even asked why they let her go without first speaking to him. In contrast to Steffy Forrester, he has faith in them. He therefore approached it completely differently than Steffy would have. And this is probably what ZENDE observes and needs to let Steffy and the family know about. Carter is not about control, which is the antithesis of Steffy's approach. And people will undoubtedly enjoy that. Eric may therefore begin to observe FC's shift as he becomes enraged at his company takeover. It might develop into a positive work environment that leads to increased profitability for the company. Steffy Forrester making the decisions would be very different from this. We can't count out Eric realizing that something was seriously amiss at FC, even though it might take some time. To the chagrin of Steffy Forrester on the CBS soap opera, the patriarch of the Forrester family may understand that this takeover could be the solution. FC Live announcement, Zende's fury, and Brooke's motivation. Finally, the Thursday, December 19, 2024, episode of The Bold and the Beautiful recap is available. The reason for Brooke Logan's actions is disclosed in today's episode. Highlights of The Bold and the Beautiful recap. The company's live revelation left the Forrester family in shock. Zende Forrester Dominguez, meanwhile, lashes out at Brooke. Carter Walton's persuasion, a recap of The Bold and the Beautiful. According to the B&B recap, Brooke is still speaking with Hope Logan and Carter Walton in the CEO's office at Forrester Creations. Brooke's hesitation is evident to Carter. Carter recognizes that Brooke finds this difficult. Carter claims that when Forrester Creations prospers under the new management, Ridge Forrester and Steffy Forrester Finnegan will be grateful to Brooke for returning. Since Ridge and Brooke are destiny, it should be all right. Carter and Hope don't want to cause trouble between Ridge, but they do need to make a decision immediately. According to Brooke, Ridge will lose it. Brooke hesitates for a few more minutes before accepting the offer. Zende heralds the arrival of Spencer Digital as she enters. A statement is requested by the reporters. Hope is aware that they are searching for something obscene. Carter wants the media to leave with Charlie Weber. Brooke is asked to prepare a statement by Carter. Zende is surprised. Brooke says Katie Logan can assist with the setup. Carter says the world needs to know that Forrester Creations has a new leader. Forrester Family Reels, B&B recap. Ridge, Steffy, and Eric Forrester are still talking about the takeover. Eric is reminded to relax by Ridge and Steffy. When Taylor Hayes shows up, she recognizes that she is interfering. Once more. Taylor is family, therefore it's all right, Ridge explains. Eric intends to fight Carter and Hope with every last dime. Everyone feels it's pointless when Taylor offers to talk to Carter. Because of their inflated egos, Carter and Hope genuinely believe they can manage the ship. The subject shifts to Hope and Carter's unexpected romance. Steffy and Ridge are certain that Hope is merely playing Carter. Why Brooke is standing up for Hope is beyond Ridge's comprehension. Steffy argues that if Brooke is supporting the enemy, Ridge cannot remain with her. According to Eric, Ridge has already survived traumatic events. Steffy claims that this is unfair. Ridge is advised by Steffy to avoid both Hope and Brooke. Ridge is asked by Eric how things are with Brooke. Ridge claims that at the moment, he is concentrating on something else. Steffy's phone rings. The social media launch of Forrester Creations is just around the corner. A recap of Forrester Creations' live broadcast of The Bold and the Beautiful. According to The Bold and the Beautiful recap, Brooke texts Ridge at Forrester Creations, telling him they need to chat. Zende prepares the camera and lights in the meantime. Brooke is reassured by Hope that she is capable. Brooke says there have been many changes at Forrester Creations when they go online. Everything that people love about FC will stay the same, Brooke adds. Brooke clarifies that she is the CEO and Carter is in charge of running the LLC. HFTF has been reinstated, Brooke says. Then Brooke announces that Eric, Steffy, and Ridge are on leave. They're shocked, the Forresters. Why Brooke would do this is beyond Ridge's comprehension. Eric says Carter is only taking advantage of Brooke. Despite not being married to Ridge, Steffy and Taylor note that she called herself Brooke Logan Forrester. Steffy desires to hold a press conference of their own. Eric is not interested in a public argument. Ridge shouts that they were stabbed in the back by Brooke. Brooke displayed her true Logan colors, according to Steffy. Ridge suggests that Taylor may have been correct about Brooke all along. Thursday, December 19, 2024, B&B recap. Brooke's announcement has pleased Carter and Hope at Forrester Creations. Brooke and Zende are left alone as they leave. After they depart, Zende charges Brooke with being fully committed to the takeover. According to Brooke, Carter coerced her. Brooke is aware that this is immoral and hurtful to Ridge. Zende is informed by Brooke that she has a strategy to return the business to Ridge. Zende finds shocking information and Brooke reveals a secret plan. According to Thursday, December 19th spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter Walton persisted in his suggestion and made an effort to persuade Brooke Logan that she was the most qualified candidate to take over as CEO at this time. Although Carter was aware that this could make things more difficult for Brooke and Ridge Forrester, he still believed they would work things out and brought up fate. Despite her initial reluctance, Brooke accepted the CEO's offer. Just prior to Zende Forrester Dominguez's arrival, Carter and Hope Logan were ecstatic to hear that news. Brooke spoke forward to offer a remark when Zende stated that reporters were waiting below. It was agreed that Brooke would use social media to announce all of the changes. Brooke declared that Carter was running the LLC and that she would be returning to her position as CEO after Zende had put up the camera. Additionally, Brooke stated that Hope and Hope for the Future would be brought back. Ridge, Steffy Forrester, and Eric Forrester would be taking a leave of absence, Brooke announced before concluding. Nonetheless, Brooke predicted that the business was in capable hands and talked with assurance. When Taylor Hayes arrived at the Forrester mansion on Thursday's B&B episode, she discovered Ridge with Eric and Steffy. Taylor didn't want to interrupt, but Ridge maintained that she was related. Ridge was questioned about his relationship with Brooke, but he wasn't sure and preferred to concentrate on the current business issue. Steffy, Ridge, Eric, and Taylor were blown away after seeing Brooke's announcement online. The fact that Brooke was standing with Carter and Hope rather than the Forresters infuriated Eric. Now that Brooke had revealed her true Logan colors, Steffy believed it was time for them to go to the press and issue their own statement. Naturally, no one felt more deceived than Ridge, who confided in Taylor after Eric departed for a meeting and Steffy left to pick up the children. Ridge said that Brooke's most recent betrayal was worse than what Hope and Carter had done to him. Ridge started to question whether Taylor had been correct all along as he thought about how he always returned for more when Brooke failed him. Brooke's backing for the acquisition was the subject of Zende's private criticism back at Forrester Creations. Although Brooke was aware that it would appear as though she was helping Hope and Carter, she disclosed that she actually had a strategy to return the business to Ridge. According to spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke's plan is going to take a major turn for the worse, so keep checking back for more information. Betrayals are prevalent in a world of expensive fashion, intense love, and complex family relationships, yet some are so intensely personal that they upend a character's entire worldview. One of the main characters on The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge Forrester, has experienced a lot of turmoil. However, nothing could have prepared him for the unexpected betrayal that caught him off guard and will surely have a lasting impact on his relationships and life. The ability to read people, especially those closest to him, has always been a source of pride for Ridge Forrester. Ridge felt he had an unwavering handle on his loyalties since he had experienced the turbulent waters of love triangles, business conflicts, and family disputes. But the most recent development in his story caused him to doubt both his own judgment and the basis of his family. It started out quietly, with hushed rumors and brief suspicions. The continuous power battles at Forrester Creations and the resurgence of his love with Taylor Hayes had been Ridge's main concerns. He overlooked the indications of conflict simmering behind his back in the midst of all of this. Ridge was unaware that one of his closest confidants, whom he regarded as family, was conspiring against him. The treachery struck at the heart of Ridge's universe and was not only professional but also intensely emotional. It was sad when the truth was revealed. Someone he believed to be an ally had been giving their competitors crucial Forrester information, which hurt his standing at work and in his family. Ever perceptive, Brooke Logan had known something wasn't right. Brooke attempted to alert Ridge to the widening rifts in his inner circle despite their recent separation and Ridge's intense romance with Taylor. Ridge, you've got to open your eyes. Not everyone who claims to have your back truly does, she had warned. However, Ridge disregarded her worries as unfounded since he was obstinate and emotionally spent from the drama involving Brooke and Taylor. Her cautions were cruelly correct in hindsight. At a crucial board meeting at Forrester Creations, the treason was revealed. During Ridge's presentation of his vision for the company's future, a number of unfinished, confidential drawings were leaked to the media. The leak damaged the company's reputation and cost millions of dollars, putting a crucial launch at risk. Ridge started an internal investigation because he was desperate to find out where the leak came from. The fact that the offender was someone he never would have imagined was nearly too much for him to handle. Zende Forrester Dominguez, a family member Ridge had guided and helped over his professional life, was the traitor. Zende did not refute the charges when he was questioned. Rather, he presented a startling defense of his behavior. "Zende, I did what I had to do," Ridge acknowledged. "For too long, the younger generation of this family has been overshadowed, our ideas dismissed. You and the others hold all the power while the rest of us are expected to fall in line. I wanted to prove that I could make a difference, even if it meant breaking your trust." Ridge was stunned. He could sympathize with Zende's frustrations, but he found it incomprehensible that someone he had nurtured could be so utterly disloyal. Ridge remarked, "You had a seat at the table, Zende," in an emotionally charged tone. "If you felt unheard, you could have come to me. Instead, you went behind my back and sold out this family." Zende's treachery had immediate and extensive repercussions. The Forrester family was split. Some felt sorry for Zende's situation, while others disapproved of what he had done. The patriarch of the family, Eric Forrester, was devastated but tried to intervene in an effort to keep the family together and save Zende's profession. Steffy Forrester, meantime, was incensed because she saw Zende's behavior as a direct assault on her authority at Forrester Creations. She continued, her voice shaking with rage, "Zende, this isn't just about you. You've jeopardized everything we've worked for." However, Brooke utilized the betrayal to make a point to Ridge. "You see now? This is what happens when you trust the wrong people and shut out those who genuinely care about you," she continued. Her tone conveyed real care, even though her remarks were tinged with malice. The treachery was a double-edged sword for Ridge. He was horrified by Zende's behavior, but he also had to face the prospect that his management style had alienated the younger Forresters. This insight caused Ridge to reevaluate his responsibilities as a mentor and father figure in addition to his leadership role. Ridge took comfort in Taylor's steadfast support amidst the turmoil. Always the nurturer, Taylor reminded Ridge that although betrayal was terrible, it also presented a chance for development. "Sometimes, the people we love make mistakes," she stated. "What matters is how we respond and move forward." In a surprising turn of events, Brooke and Taylor discovered that they were working together to keep the family stable. They acknowledged the necessity of putting aside their conflict for the benefit of society, even though they were still far from making amends. They collaborated to mediate between Ridge and Zende, stressing the value of accountability and forgiveness. Everyone was shocked when Ridge decided to offer Zende another chance after considering the treachery and its ramifications. Ridge felt that the only way to go on and repair the family was to make the contentious decision. Ridge said to Zende, "You've hurt me more than I thought possible. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's that family is worth fighting for." Ridge's choice heralded the beginning of a new chapter for the Forrester family. There was a fresh dedication to tackling the fundamental problems that had motivated Zende's actions, even though the wounds of betrayal would take time to heal. For Ridge, the event served as a sobering reminder that, although it is not always possible, trust can be restored once it has been damaged. Following the betrayal, Ridge became a different person. He tried to foster an atmosphere where everyone felt heard and appreciated and grew more receptive to criticism, especially from the younger family members. Despite the uncertainty of the future, Ridge's resolve to grow from his mistakes gave Forrester Creations, and the family that made it all possible, some optimism. Ridge's unanticipated treachery marked a turning point for all parties concerned, not just for him. It served as a harsh but essential wake-up call, highlighting the difficulties of ambition, loyalty, and family in the world of the bold and the beautiful. In the high-stakes world of Forrester Creations, where feelings are as intense as the runway designs, Brooke Logan's most recent choice is certain to cause a stir within her family and the business. Long renowned for her strategic thinking and protective nature, Brooke has declined to give Electra Forrester an explanation for her abrupt dismissal. Despite being well thought out, this choice causes controversy and agitation within the Forrester dynasty. A rising star in the Forrester family, Electra Forrester had been making a name for herself in the jewelry part of the business. Younger customers favored her because of her daring designs and creative concepts. But rumors of personal strife and corporate intrigue had started to skew her course. There were rumors that her growing intimacy with Will Spencer, a major rival of Forrester, had caused friction, especially since Will has been involved in a number of scandals that have threatened the stability of Forrester Creations. At the center of this maelstrom was Brooke, who was now well established in her role at Forrester Creations. She made the decision to act decisively because the company was under pressure from both internal divisions and external competition. Since Elektra was fired so suddenly, many people were left wondering what had led Brooke to take such a risk. The decision caught Elektra off guard, so she confronted Brooke in her office and demanded answers. Elektra cried out, her voice trembling with anguish, "How could you do this to me? I've poured my heart into this company, and I deserve to know why I'm being thrown aside." However, Brooke remained calm and declined to provide any details. "Elektra, this isn't personal," Brooke said calmly. "Some decisions are made for the good of the company, and I'm not obligated to explain myself further." Elektra was clearly frustrated. She said that Brooke was using her as a scapegoat in order to divert attention away from more serious problems at Forrester Creations. "You think firing me will solve anything? It won't. You're only making things worse by refusing to be honest." The revelation prompted a swift response from the Forrester family. Still dealing with his own personal and professional turmoil, Ridge Forrester was incensed at hearing about Brooke's choice. Ridge said, "You can't just fire family without cause. Elektra deserves better than this." Always defending her family's heritage, Steffy Forrester took Ridge's side. During a tense boardroom meeting, she confronted Brooke and said, "This is not how we handle things. Elektra might have made mistakes, but she's still a Forrester. We owe her more than a cold dismissal." But not everybody opposed Brooke. Even if he didn't entirely agree with Brooke's strategies, the family patriarch, Eric Forrester, appeared to comprehend her logic. "Sometimes leadership means making the hard choices," Eric stated. "If Brooke felt this was necessary, then we need to trust her judgment." Theories concerning Brooke's intentions persisted. Some speculated that Elektra's relationship with Will Spencer had anything to do with her dismissal. Others said it was a component of a bigger plan to increase the company's influence. Others, however, questioned if Brooke's behavior was motivated more by personal grievances than by work-related factors. Adding to the intrigue, Brooke's refusal to disclose a cause left Elektra in a vulnerable situation. Elektra could not defend herself or seek redress without an explanation. This ambiguity not only made her angry, but it also made others who thought she had been treated unfairly feel sorry for her. The drama was further heightened when Brooke unexpectedly received a proposal in the middle of the chaos. Carter Walton made the startling idea to Brooke during a private meeting. He wanted her to become the CEO of Forrester Creations. "You've shown you're willing to make tough decisions," Carter stated. "That's exactly the kind of leadership this company needs right now." Brooke was taken aback. The offer was intimidating as much as flattering. She would gain more authority within the organization if she accepted the CEO role, but she would also come under much more scrutiny. Her already shaky relationships with Ridge, Steffy, and those who doubted her intentions would be further strained. Elektra's upcoming action. Elektra, meanwhile, was resolved not to allow Brooke's choice to define who she was. She vowed to establish herself in the fashion world and started looking at opportunities outside of Forrester Creations. Elektra said, "They'll regret underestimating me. I don't need their validation to succeed." Elektra's tenacity and drive suggested that she would make a comeback to the fashion industry, possibly competing with Forrester Creations. Additionally, her departure created a vacuum in the jewelry business of the company, which compelled the Forresters to find a replacement who could keep the division moving forward. The repercussions are still there. The consequences of Brooke's choice started to become apparent as the dust settled. Tensions were intense as the Forrester family remained apart. Now that she might have to assume the CEO position, Brooke was at a crossroads. Would the fallout from Elektra's termination and the family's strife prove to be too much for her to bear, or could she overcome the obstacles ahead and demonstrate her leadership? The drama at Forrester Creations was far from ended, that much was clear. Brooke's choice to fire Elektra without cause had started a series of events that would affect the family and the business for years to come. In the always dramatic world of the bold and the beautiful, the stage was set for fresh alliances, rivalries, and power struggles.